Hello friend, and welcome to Trial Mountain for the next round of the Taycan Endurance series. We've got McFlurry on pole, myself second, Unicorn third, Ollie fourth, then John Boy, Dr. Pepsi and Tweetman at the back. The whole objective here is to make it all the way through this 50-minute race without taking on any extra fuel and without running out of fuel. It's going to be a big challenge. We've got McFlurry out very wide there. Allow myself to take the lead, but someone was out very wide there. I think that was Dr. Pepsi in that very gold car. Oh, Tweetman getting it all wrong there. Tweetman's been absolutely dominating in this series so far. Could this be the week when Tweetman just doesn't do quite as well? Up at the front, we've got, well, look at me leading. You don't see that very often, so let's just take it in, enjoy it just for a moment. It looks like it's not going to last very long because McFlurry is on a charge. We've got John Boy, who's very strong, often wins our community races in third. Then we've got Unicorn, and Unicorn's just been passed by Tweetman on the inside here. This is the reverse Trial Mountain layout, so we're going to be going uphill rather than downhill for this section. Tweetman using a little extra power there to try and get on terms with John Boy ahead, but Ollie's sticking with him, and Unicorn sticking with Ollie. Dr. Pepsi, unfortunately, a little bit adrift at the back, may have to go into massive energy conservation mode. Tweetman there takes a dive. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Ollie bashed into the barrier. McFlurry also, I think, in the barrier there. Tweetman definitely to blame because he's slowing right down to allow them to come back past. So Tweetman fessing up to that one. He was too eager. Wiped those guys out. Oh well. Up at the front, that's a grandpa into the wall there, which is going to allow John Boy to have a run. Is he going to use the power, or is John Boy just going to sit back and save his energy? Remember, at 12.5 minutes, we'll have our first check. That's the 1/4 distance marker. That's where we can work out who's using too much energy and who's saving it. Well, there's a good gap at the front there. We've got some action at the back. We've got Tweetman coming back through on McFlurry. So Tweetman's using a little bit of extra power. He's normally at the front of the pack, controlling the pace, but not today. Obviously, it all went wrong for him in qualifying, and it's not going too great in the race either. Didn't quite manage to get through the chicane there the way he wanted to. McFlurry not yet making a move on him. Ollie's a little way back. He's just conserving energy at the moment, as is John Boy. And there's the Grandpa Mobile leading the race for a change. Tweetman very close to the back of Ollie. Sense that perhaps Tweetman's a little bit too close, but just energy saving here. His body language of that car is very aggressive. Ollie lifting off. Oh, but he's understeered. Ollie touching the barrier. Looks like Tweetman's going to get past him. Yep, Tweetman not hanging around. It's moving up into third place. Ollie dives into Tweetman's slipstream there. So Tweetman back onto the podium. He's going to have a lot of work to get to the front, but you know, if anybody can do it, he can do it. Meanwhile, McFlurry and Unicorn a long way back, saving energy. I think Unicorn's just going to sit in that slipstream, save as much as possible for now. Generally, we have this this situation going on, and then right at the end, that's when everybody will really put their foot down. So we can put their foot down. John Boy having a look up the inside of the Grandpa Mobile. Nothing doing there, but he clearly wants to control the pace of this race. The chances are he's seen Tweetman coming and he doesn't want to get behind him and get stuck behind him. Tweetman and John Boy having a great rivalry in this series. Remember, if you want to have a rivalry of your own, hit up the link in the description down below to our Discord. Tweetman sweeps through into second place. What's he going to do? Is he going to sit behind myself, or is he going to go for the lead? With a heavy braking zone coming up. Tweetman they're content to just sit back and relax. Oh, unfortunately, That is a Grandpa missing his braking point. So Tweetman into the lead of this race from last place. I don't know how he does it. John Boy's got a little bit of extra power there to get through as well. He wants to stay with Tweetman. We've got a four-way battle going on here. Ollie at the back there. Ollie wants to take advantage of the out of sorts Grandpa as well. So we've got two battles going on here, one for third and fourth, and one for first and second. Let's hope it's like this for the entire race. Ollie falling back a little bit, perhaps conserving energy. John Boy maybe doing the same. No, John Boy out a little bit wide there. So John Boy not finding the line he wanted. Losing a little bit of time there to Tweetman. So we'll have to use a little bit of extra power to get back onto him. It is very, very difficult to get these batteries to the end of a 50-minute race. But you know, we'll try him. Oh, look at this. Ollie so close. Is he going to have a look? No, Ollie a little bit early on the brakes there. He's content to save energy. He has had an issue in the past where he's not quite had the energy he's wanted at the end of the race. So he's clearly conserving more. As the season progresses, we're definitely getting better at the energy saving. And I think you're going to see all the drivers get closer together now as people get the idea. Oh, someone in the barrier, I think. And there wasn't any leaders, it wasn't Ollie, so it may have been somebody behind that we heard there. Oh, this is a great shot through the chicane. John Boy staying right with Tweetman. Tweetman's currently purple, so he's pushing hard. Oh, loses the back end a little bit. As hard as he's pushing, John Boy has slipped through into the lead, so these two swap positions now. Maybe Tweetman got out of the way so he could save some energy behind. Who knows? The Grandpa-mobile and the Ollie-mobile, though, just in the background of the shot there. This race is not over. These two perhaps hoping John Boy and Tweetman are going to take each other out. We know Tweetman likes to be in command. Is he going to go for the lead? Got Ollie in the background there. Oh, he sweeps around the outside, Ollie. That was a great move. Don't know if that was intentional. He seemed to lose the back end and end up in front of myself. There we go. Tweetman going for the lead, where he likes to be, commanding the pace of the race. But that does compromise his line through there. Is John Boy going to come back at him? Yep, John Boy's going for the move because he's out of the slipstream. Oh, he just sits back in for now. I think I went offline there through the chicane, so Ollie gets to relax for a minute, consolidate his position. Okay, we're at 1/4 distance. Let's check some energy levels. Tweetman there has used less than a quarter, so he's on target. John Boy bang on 1/4. Remember, John Boy, got to have that energy for the final lap as well. Ollie has overconsumed ever so slightly, so Ollie's going to have to ease off a little bit, try and be more conservative. Grandpa bang on target. A little bit further back, McFlurry's overconsumed as well with that hard run he's had at the start, or has he done it to get away from Unicorn? Unicorn doing well on energy, so Unicorn can still come back at McFlurry. You can see the body language of Unicorn's car there, it's very relaxed. And Dr. Pepsi is he's on target as well. So the only driver really in trouble at the moment is, I think, McFlurry. Possibly Ollie as well. Those two both under-consumed. Of course, they're teammates, they could be working to a strategy. What that strategy is, I'm sure we'll find out later on. Got a Grandpa all over the back of Ollie there, but with a half-second penalty, that's going to hurt. Ollie is actually having a look at John Boy at the moment, so Ollie's having a great run around here at Trial Mountain. Tweetman seems to be extending his lead. I think John Boy might be just starting to lose his slipstream. Ollie's actually closer to John Boy than John Boy is to Tweetman. And John Boy going out wide there. Is Ollie going to have a run? He's up the inside. Ollie slips into second place. Great move. Took advantage of the situation. I've just heard Tweetman hit a barrier there. He's still going, but I don't know if that's going to put him into Ollie's clutches. I don't think it will. Tweetman's got quite a lead. But Ollie into second place. John Boy sitting in his slipstream in third. Myself a long way back with the hazard lights on for some reason. Getting no slipstream from there. So it's going to be some extra energy expended to get onto the back of the lead 3. Ollie looks like he's trying to pull himself in there with Tweetman. And in the background, John Boy actually falling back a little bit. I don't know if he's energy saving or if he's just not enjoying this track and car combination. He seems to be falling into the clutches of the Grandpa Mobile. We're going to move on. So if they're going for the inside on this heavy braking zone, is this going to stick? I think it is going to stick, you know. John Boy dropping back, so John Boy potentially doing some massive energy saving. Also, the tyres are going off very early. Of course, there's no pit stops allowed, so there's going to be no tyre changes. It looks as though everybody's tyres are already starting to lose their sparkle. Well, we're at the halfway stage of the race. We can work out a few things from this. Tweetman has got a lot of energy left. He's well under consumed, and he's going to be able to really push hard later on in the race. Ollie in second, of course, he'd overconsumed in the first quarter, but he's really pulled it back. Saved well. He's now bang on, just needs to save a little bit more for that final lap. But look at him, all over Tweetman. Ollie there wanting to command the pace of this race. The Grandpa Mobile, a little bit more energy than Ollie. John Boy's doing well to save energy. McFlurry's still under, but he's starting to pull it back. Unicorn's doing alright. Dr. Pepsi's doing more than alright. But at the front, the story is Tweetman versus Ollie. Battle of the two Scottish drivers. It is on. Is Ollie going to make a dive? No, I think Ollie might even be saving energy behind Tweetman. So that's a great strategy for him to recoup some of that energy he overconsumed at the start. And that's going to mean that towards the end of the race, Ollie might be a little bit more racy. A little bit further back, Unicorn has caught McFlurry. I think McFlurry is sensing there's an issue with energy and he's going to have to ease right off. Yeah, he's almost 2 seconds down on the previous lap times he was doing, so Unicorn slips up into 5th. Unicorn carries on with his pace, then there could be a good result on. Certainly maybe pick off another driver at the front if they have energy worries as well. So no matter the situation, you always keep going. And speaking of keep going, look at this front 3. Very little to separate them. Tweetman, Ollie and Grandpa. How much of this is slipstreaming, how much of this is saving energy, and how much of this is pure racing? We don't really know at this stage. Oh, Ollie with a bit of a wibble. I think that might put him under pressure. Ah, but there you go, backing off. Just to keep that slipstream. Oh, Ollie a little bit sideways. Ollie's fluffed that final corner. Is he going in the pits? Do you want to be in there? That'll be a penalty. Oh, he just manages to avoid the pit lane. But he's lost a lot of straight line speed. He's going to get on the power. Now he's got a Grandpa virtually pushing him. Oh no, it's all going pear-shaped for Ollie, whose tyres are looking awful. Grandpa behind with better rubber. Oh, what happened? I think Ollie just clipped the barrier there. This is one of those strange phenomena. I think Ollie on controller, possibly. If he is, that would account for his rubber burning away quicker, because that's just a thing. That is a thing with Gran Turismo. But all this battling is allowing Tweetman to scamper away, but it also means that Tweetman is missing the fun. Okay, it's last energy check there as Tweetman puts a lap on Dr. Pepsi. And Tweetman can now absolutely send it. He's got all the energy he'll ever need. In second place, Grandpa, well, doing alright for energy. That'll do it. And Ollie's managed to pull back all that energy he lost at the start, and he's got easily enough for this stint now. So well done, Ollie. Good energy management. John Boy with a great deal of energy. He can now put his foot down, get a move on. This is where we see if he's just struggling with his track or if he was just saving a lot of energy for a big push. Unicorn, accelerating away from McFlurry, seems to have consumed a little bit. They may be alright, we'll wait and see. McFlurry's managed to pull back his deficit, so he should be alright. And Dr. Pepsi, of course, has lots of energy, but the story at the moment is Tweetman with a very commanding lead, happily pulling away, seems to have this in the bag. 10 minutes remaining. Ollie in third place. He's doing well to save energy. Oh, he's had a little bit wide there. Oh, he's dropped it. Ollie seems to have dropped it. Is he going to hold it? Is he going to hold it? Go on, Ollie, you can do it. Oh, keeps in the right direction, but loses a lot of speed through there. And here comes John Boy. Let's have a look at John Boy's lap time. Is he pushing now, John Boy? Not especially, no. John Boy's still conserving energy or still struggling with the track, but he has made it ahead of Ollie. Don't know if these two are going to fight now or fight later. But definitely think there's a fight on just here. The sun has gone down. There's a couple of minutes left of racing. And right now, it's Grandpa and Tweetman right with each other. Although, Tweetman outbrakes himself, allowing Grandpa through. But if you look at the energy level there in the bottom left, you'll see that purple car really, really struggling on energy. It's going to need a catastrophic accident from Tweetman to help Grandpa, and there it is. Tweetman gets on the grass with two wheels and slings it off. There's some light damage there, but Tweetman has the energy to push, whereas I've got to go very, very gently. Otherwise there's going to be no energy left at the end. Oh, and that's not good. That's not how you take that first chicane. Just braking very gently, trying to regen that battery. Try to keep as much forward momentum as possible because Tweetman is coming. What about John Boy? John Boy's approaching as well. So the top three coming together at the end. Ollie also with energy woes, so Ollie might not be able to put himself back into this. The lap times are about 2 minutes, so there's probably another lap after this one. I don't think the Grandpa Mobile is going to make it. Tweetman all over the back of myself there, and look at that energy level. That is very bad. That's very bad indeed. This has not worked out. Grandpa is too old for maths at this speed, and that energy has not been calculated properly. Lots of nice downhill bits here to do a little bit of regen, but ultimately that battery's not going to last. Ollie's fallen right away. We know Ollie had energy woes as well. I don't think that Grandpa car is going to go in for much longer as Tweetman sweeps through into the lead. No. Oh, instead we'll just miss that chicane, shall we? The tyres absolutely wrecked on the Grandpa Mobile. Tweetman's tyres are a little bit better as he leads. Here comes John Boy. John Boy surely is going to get second place. Although he's showing us having a energy warning, he's definitely got enough energy for this final lap. Grandpa and Tweetman not too far ahead. I think Tweetman's probably out of reach by now. And with the amount of energy that he's got, unless Tweetman again drops it, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I think a half-second penalty there for Tweetman to serve isn't going to affect him at all. Ollie's fallen back along with... Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that car is out of energy. So that's going to be Grandpa disqualified unless he can do some serious regen before the end of the race. Ollie's still going. Can Ollie catch Grandpa? Has he done his maths right? Well, we're going to see. It looks as though this is going to be an easy pass. Ollie on to the podium. Didn't even see my purple machine because Ollie was going so fast. But I think he's now out of energy as well. Just coming right off the throttle in an attempt to regen some battery. Unfortunately, in this uphill section, there's going to be no way of myself regenerating. Unicorn's finished 5th, McFlurry's finished 6th, Dr. Pepsi is going to finish 7th. There's going to be Tweetman who takes the checkered flag from last on the grid as well, and having a couple of crashes, so he's done really well. Here we go, across the line, great job. John Boy in 2nd, and here comes Ollie. Ollie can just let it roll now to regenerate some battery, because at the end of this race the stewards are going to be checking the cockpit displays to see if there's any energy at all in the battery. If there is, that's okay, it'll be fine. If there isn't, well, disqualification. Here are the results of the race after being checked by the stewards. Congratulations to Tweetman on a very dominant performance. I hope you enjoyed this race as much as we enjoyed racing it. I want to say a big thank you to our channel sponsor Button Bashers for PCs, consoles, games and accessories. Thank you of course to our Patreon patrons for supporting the channel in their unique way, and of course to Discord for being there to put these races on. Until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to those around you. Bye bye for now.